Hi guys, I'm going to recap a 2021 Philippines romance crime thriller movie, called Death of a Girlfriend. This movie tells the true story of the brutal murder of a young girl. It follows three murder suspects, that is a forest ranger, a farmer and the victim's boyfriend, who each tell their own narrative of their story. In the end, who is the real killer among them? Will the police manage to capture the right murderer? Let's find it out. In a police station, Alonzo is interviewed for the murder of his girlfriend, Christine. He is one of the three primary suspects of the investigation. Alonzo claims that he and Christine have been dating for 2 years before she died. Her parents do not approve of the relationship, because Alonzo is older than her. However, the couple insist on dating anyway because they love each other. Every day, they would walk their way through the forest to school. On the day of her death, Alonzo cannot find his girlfriend anywhere. He tried calling her multiple times, but she never picked up his call. He was concerned and tried to find her in the forest. But it was too late, because he had already found her dead. He testified that he also met two other people, the forest ranger and the farmer. Both of them were running away from the scene. The forest ranger looked panicked and kept screaming that the farmer did it. At that time, Alonzo had no idea what the two could have done. He goes on to say on record that the forest ranger has acted creepy before. The couple would frequently meet him when passing through the forest. Whenever they meet, the forest ranger would look at Christine in a weird way. Alonzo is not a fan of him. Next, the police questions the forest ranger. He testified that he was doing his routine check that morning. On his round, he was suddenly distracted by the smell of smoke. He did not see any fire, but there was just a small smoke. He crept closer to the scene, and found the farmer there. He was crouching over the burnt area and snooping around the bushes. That's when the ranger screamed at him and the farmer ran. The police try to dig more about what the ranger is doing in the burnt area. He defends himself by saying he is the ranger and would not burn the forest. He tells them he never caused the fire nor the smoke in the burnt area. The police stop their questioning and bring the farmer in. He testified that he was just trying to help because he thought something was burning. But on his way, he saw a man running away from the burnt scene. He tells the police that he is convinced the man is the police ranger. In the past, the ranger had caught him several times illegally chopping down trees. The pair do not get along at all. The police throw an evidence bag at him with a brown wallet inside. The farmer admits that he takes the money from the wallet. His wife is sick and they need the money to buy her medicines. He is not proud of stealing the wallet, but he found it in the bushes. He does not know whose wallet it belongs to. The police accept his confession for now and change the topic. They want to know how the farmer meets Christine. The farmer informs them that he saw Christine in the forest alone. She was walking to school, when suddenly the ranger screamed at him. He was accused of stalking Christine. The ranger made a scene and told Christine she was being stalked by the farmer. He grabbed her arm and told her he would drive her to school to be safe. Not feeling safe, Christine turned down his offer. The farmer thinks Christine does not trust the ranger in the slightest. Back with Alonzo, he retells the story where he first met Christine. Their family are friends, so they are well acquainted with each other. Christine is waiting for her bus when Alonzo suddenly comes. She just missed her bus and was planning to just walk through the shortcut. She takes out a cigarette and tells him not to tell her parents that she smokes. Alonzo is intrigued. This girl is not what she seems when he meets her with her family. The next day, Alonzo comes to the bus stop again. He waits for Christine, but she is late. She comes by a few minutes later and explains she just had a fight with her mom. When she was cleaning her room, she found her cigarette. Alonzo laughs at her explanation because he never asks why she is late. It's not like they make appointments to meet every day too. But from that day on, it has become their routine to walk together every morning. During their way, they would flirt and talk with each other. However, Christine insists on keeping their relationship a secret. She does not want anyone to know that they are together. Alonzo is just happy to meet Christine every day and agrees. They begin to date not long after. They promise to meet every morning in the forest. During one of those mornings, they came across the forest ranger in his truck. He makes flirty remarks at Christine and offers her a ride to school. Christine looks over at Alonzo and declines. She wants to walk with her boyfriend, not this creepy ranger she does not know. The ranger gets the hint and leaves in disappointment. At the police station, all the testimony is painting the ranger as a creep. Things are not looking good for him. But he defends himself by saying he is friends with Christine's father. He has even been to their house a few times. Alonzo previously tells the police that Christine never takes any ride from him. She feels creeped out by the man. But the ranger insists that she has been in his truck before. Feeling cornered, the ranger suggests the police confirm this fact with Christine's parents. Since they refuse to believe him, Maybe they will believe the victim's parents. However, the police are 2 steps ahead of him. They have questioned Christine's parents to confirm that he is a new ranger. He has just arrived to substitute the previous ranger. The situation is not looking good for him right now. While reminiscing, Alonzo also reveals that the farmer sold weeds to Alonzo once. Knowing the price in the city, Alonzo negotiates for a really low price. He offers the rolled joint to Christine for them to smoke together. She takes him to her hiding place so they can smoke weed in secret. Christian is creeped out by the farmer, but she's happy he can supply. After trying the weed, she tells him that she wants to try magic mushrooms next. She's curious about the taste. Alonzo promises to look for the shrooms on the weekend with the farmer. True to his words, Alonzo brings the shrooms next time they meet. She takes him to her secret place again. They enjoy the mushroom together and have fun. Alonzo tries to recount the event on the day of her death. He is waiting for her at the bus stop. They are about to walk home together, like usual. But since she does not show up, Alonzo decides to walk by himself. While walking, he runs across the farmer and ranger. The ranger is chasing the farmer when he finally notices Alonzo. He comes over to him and tells him the farmer has done it. He warns Alonzo not to go there. However, he is confused and worried about Christine. He pushes the ranger aside and looks for her. At the burnt site, he finds Christine dead with her face scorched off. Her hands are tied up with a rope. He immediately calls the cop to find the body while crying. Alonzo testifies all of this to the police. He thinks both of them have raped and killed Christine. When faced with evidence, the ranger states that the rope is familiar. It is the same rope that the farmer would use to tie his chopped tree branches. The farmer argues that everyone uses the same type of rope. Be it a butcher, farmer, everyone in the market uses the same rope. He is just using the same rope that is sold in the market. The police sees his point and decides to wait for the forensics result. If the rope belongs to the farmer, the DNA result will show it. He is not afraid, because he thinks there will be a lot of DNA on the rope. He begins to tell his side of the story. That day, he was collecting wood like usual. Suddenly, he smells something burning and goes over to check. It turns out to only be a small fire and of no concern. But when he listens closely, he can hear someone screaming. That someone is Christine. Her hands are tied with rope, and a man is raping her. He cannot see his face clearly since his back is facing him. But in his hatred, he is convinced that the man is the ranger. He slaps her around and forces himself on her. Christine notices the farmer behind the tree. She tries to ask him for help with her eyes, but he is afraid. The ranger has a gun on him and he stands no chance against him. Like a coward, the farmer runs away after hearing a gunshot. He does not see the ranger shooting his gun to her head. He confirms to the police that he only hears the gunshot while running away. The ranger tries to defend himself by saying the gun is not his. He is only a ranger, and they are not permitted to carry guns. He does not have any in his house either. He emphasizes that he saw the farmer trying to burn the body. Furthermore, he even sees the farmer stabbing and slashing Christine with a knife. That knife belongs to the ranger, but he tells them he is not the one that hurt Christine. In the other room, Alonzo confirms all the evidence. The knife belongs to the farmer and the bloodied uniform belongs to the ranger. That seals the deal for the investigators. They take the farmer and ranger away to be imprisoned. Alonzo is dismissed. On his way out, he asks if he can have his old phone back. The police reveal that they have searched his phone. They reveal the shocking truth that Christine never replies to any of his texts. He will text her he misses her, that he loves her, and even good morning and night. She replies to none of them. Nothing Alonzo has told the police is the whole truth. The fact is, Christine never allows him to walk with her. When Alonzo asks for her number, Christine answers that she already has a boyfriend. When they meet the ranger, Christine would greet him warmly. She knows him as the family friend that she is familiar with. The one Christine does not feel safe with is Alonzo, not the ranger. Eventually, he gets her number from Christine's mom. He would call and text Christine so much, but she never replies. She never even reads any of it, and just deletes his texts. The next day, Alonzo tries to walk with Christine again. She is uncomfortable with him and keeps walking ahead. They come across the ranger who asks Christine if Alonzo is bothering her. She tells him that the boy is creepy, but he seems harmless. Alonzo would try to make conversation with her, but she is not interested. He knows that she does not have a boyfriend and confronts her. She admits that she is single, but that does not mean she is obligated to answer his text. That night, Alonzo still leaves her 30 messages. In which, Christine deletes them all without reading once again. He tries to entice her with a magic mushroom so she would spend time with him. Christine is curious and follows him along. After a while, the shrooms is not working. Christine starts to get suspicious of him and tries to leave. Alonzo does not let her go. He hugs her and tells her he loves her. Alarms are going off in Christine's head. There is something very creepy about him. She tries to get away from his embrace, but he is too strong. He is deluded into thinking that Christine loves him too. When Christine is not receptive to his love, Alonzo is enraged. He punches Christine in the face until she falls. Then he forcefully rips off her clothes and rapes her. The one the farmer sees raping Christine is not the ranger, but Alonzo. He is a crazy stalker that adores her. She tries to scream for help, but nobody comes for her. After Alonzo is done, he slashes and stabs the girl's stomach. He is angry that Christine does not love him after all he does. He covers her in leaves and dried branches, then sets it on fire. Not long after, the farmer finds the body with the discarded wallet. Needing the money, he steals the money from Christine's wallet. Unknown to him, the ranger sees all of this. He only sees the farmer taking the money, but assumes he has done it after killing Christine. He screams and tries to go after him, but he stumbles. He falls on Christine's blood and it gets on his uniform. He chases the farmer around the forest until they stumble upon Alonzo again. Back at the police station, they question Alonzo about his identity. He is never in school since his application is rejected. He has unexplained wounds on his hand. Moreover, if Christine is truly his girlfriend, why didn't she answer any of his texts? However, due to the misleading confessions by the farmer and ranger, Alonzo gets away. The police ends up sentencing them both instead of the real murderer, that is Alonzo. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.